Hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, you must have heard the news by now. Netflix dumped Megan, but just for her as ever. Remember, we did yesterday. We did the reading on the two movies that are in limbo. And remember, we got the King of Swords in reverse, and I said there's somebody up there that just really, I said that's a Netflix executive that has had quite enough and isn't pulling any punches. And I did say, though, they are basically done with her, but they are hanging on because they want the first look for the divorce or the children stories. And other than that, they're done with Meghan Markle. And out comes today, Netflix has severed their association with the As Ever brand. And Meghan is desperately trying to spin it as if she's the one who left Netflix because now she's not tied down by their constraints. So we all know Mrs. Flopples is going to flop this as well. So let's see if we can get a timeline. Now, timing with tarot cards is difficult. I'm just going to say it's difficult. Sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. And then I try and use the same kind of thing the next time it doesn't work. I'll tell you, if you can figure out tarot timing and teach people, other tarot card readers, you'd have more work that you know what to do with. So if you're interested in trying to figure that out, please let us know. Yes, there are provisions like, what the PIP card is and the number on the card. And I've tried all of that. Whether, if it's cups, is it spring? And if it's pentacles, is it autumn? And then I've also used the calendar. Where's that calendar? Anyways, you've seen it before. This one. I've used this calendar. I've tried that for timing, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. From what I've seen, actually the closest to timing, of course, is astrology. All right, so let's get down. How long will the As Ever brand last? Oh, Three of Pentacles. So let's see. Let's try this. So Three of Pentacles is right here, December, so till the end of the year. So that's according to this. There's plans until, so perhaps she has contracts till the end of the year. That's just one card that flipped out. So that's one way of doing it. Let's find out. How long will As Ever brand last under Megan's direction? We have to remember Goop is struggling. I mean, I don't know who she thinks she is. Oh, wow. Queen of Wands in reverse. She's the worst thing to happen to As Ever. Number one, Queen of Wands upright is my female boss babe, entrepreneur, real go-getter, and it's in reverse. So we know Megan Flopples is not any of those things at all. And as a matter of fact, she has low integrity, low loyalty, lying. Queen of Wands in reverse is a terrible liar, backstabber, gossip, drama queen, because this is Leo, and Leo rules drama. So she's a real drama queen. That is not boding well. This is telling me that Megan actually will be her own downfall. Her own behavior will be her downfall. Queen of Cups in reverse. Yeah, her emotional outbursts. I wish somebody who worked for her would take the chance at her NDA. Like contact somebody in the royal family and say, you know what, if Megan sues me for my NDA, will you back me up? But I'll tell you everything. Wouldn't that be fun? She's quite actually upset and emotional about it. Are plates smashing? Absolutely. Are drinks happening? Absolutely. This does not bode well for As Ever. The World in reverse. Uh, it's just not going to be successful. I mean, do you have to be a card reader or a psychic to know anything Meghan Markle touches won't be successful? It just won't be successful. It'll just peter out. Like, yeah, Two of Cups. She may have convinced Harry that she's going to be fine, or she may have brought on another partner. I think this is her and Harry. I mean, she needs Harry's money. She desperately needs Harry's money. She does not make any money on her own. We have to remember Netflix, if she was partners in Netflix, the number was 40%. So if they've backed out, where's that 40% coming from? Because she has no money. None. So this tells me she's either got another partner or Harry's backing her up. Again, about 6 months ago, I think when she came out with the wines, maybe even up to a year ago, I did that reading. Is Harry on board with this? And yeah, he was convinced that for sure the alcohol will be the wine sales is what's going to really catapult as ever into a big multi-million-dollar profit. And the reason he backed it up is because he wants his money back. Like he's an investor as well. Oh, ruin. She's going to bring her and whoever her new partner is down. She does have an agreement with somebody else. Absolutely. Is that Sunshine Sacks? So is that why she's not, why, all the puff pieces are coming out that she was the one who left Netflix? Listen, Netflix has a 40% invested into it. They wouldn't just walk away. They would just not allow her to walk away from that. They would want compensation unless they were the ones who broke the contract. Then they could say, sorry, we're out of here, have your 40% back. But if Meghan Markle was the one to say, oh, geez, I want to fly on my own, they'd say, well, where's our investment? You owe us that money. You owe us, we are 40% partners. So that's my other proof that Netflix dumped her. Can't say them because I don't think Harry has anything to do other than investment. So, but she's found somebody else to come on board. But look at the Ten of Swords, complete ruin. When is Ten of Swords? I think that's this summer, June 10th to June 20th. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Her greed, yeah, look at that. Look how upset she is. Her greed has done this. Also, her money, she has no money skills whatsoever at all. None. Zero. And that is playing a big part of this. And she knows funding has been cut off. Again, I go back to my statement that Netflix put 40% in. Now, when you're a 40% investor, and it's called a silent partner in some circles, then you also are on the hook for 40% of the expenses sometimes. And this has now been cut off. Their 40%, and whatever power they had to promote her brand is being cut off. And she's more upset about the money. That's what cards are telling me. Wow, Two of Swords. So she knows she has to make a decision about this brand, but she's being really stubborn about it. This brand has been unsuccessful. The World in reverse is unsuccessful. Incomplete. Unsuccessful. Hanging. Fading away too. Anyways, she stubbornly has to make a decision about this company. Five of Wands in reverse. I think this is her and Harry, the mixed race couple. And I think they are fighting like hell about this. Perhaps Harry's like, let's cut our losses. Let's not throw good money after bad. And she is refusing to see the truth of the situation. Ace of Swords in reverse. Cut it out. Lots of lies going on about what's actually going on here. But my my Ace of Swords in reverse is either a lie or it's cutting, right? The knife is cutting down. The Chariot. I don't think this is William, or I think this is trying to get a hold of the situation with lies. Look at that. There we go. Trying to get a hold of the situation with lies and innuendo. Exactly what the Queen of Wands in reverse does, with no integrity. But this is trying to get a hold of the situation before it becomes out of control, before the gossip, before the words, whether they're written or spoken, or become out of control. Page of Pentacles. Look at Megan's mirror. There she is. She's going to be telling us stories like you would not believe, trying to sell as ever, trying to, spin this around. I'm surprised we didn't get the Magician, tell you the truth. But this is just going to be selling Meghan Markle, selling Meghan's mirror. She's going to double down. She's going to double down and try to sell, 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 sell. Don't you want this shiny thing? I bet you want this shiny thing. I bet you want a candle without a wick. It's the latest trend, right? I bet you want this slop I call spread. Oh, you thought it was jam. Oh, sorry. Right? Oh, King of Wands in reverse. Now, that could be a lot of people in her life. It could be investor. It could be, look how red it is. It could be Netflix. It could be a boss that she had at Netflix. It could be, because the King of Wands is an entrepreneur. Well, in this sense, right? The archetype we're pulling out of the King of Wands, because King of Wands, all the court cards can be something depending on what you're reading on. Could be the father of a baby if you're asking about a baby. It could be military action if you're talking something political or police. Or in this instance, we're talking about a company. And so this is telling me that this is some entrepreneur that has been burned by Meghan Markle. And I think this could be Netflix that pulled the plug, or it could even be somebody else who pulled the plug on her and has had enough. And we did that. So many rumors about that they owe millions and millions of dollars. I think the King of Wands in this aspect, because it's red, is representing Netflix pulling their support. Ace of Wands. We have two aces in reverse here. Very negative situation. We've got lies and we've got ideas that are going nowhere. Nine of Wands embattled. They've been battling about this for quite a while, and Meghan will continue to be embattled. She has no new ideas at all. And we know that about Meghan. She has no new ideas, but look at her. She thinks she's the Nine of Pentacles, the Hollywood superstar, Oscar-winning liar. She did it all on her own. And, the Nine of Pentacles, sells wine. We even have the grapes in here. And she wants it to look like she's done this on her own. She's done it on her own. And look how successful she is. Look at all the awards she's winning for her cookies and sprinkles. And there she is. That's what it is. She wants to look like she's done this all on her own. We're going to hear that spinning, but she has no fresh ideas. She has no passion for this. There's all kinds of lies surrounding this company. I think everything from the way she marketed, sold out in 10 minutes. And that's because she had 10 things to sell, like the marketing tricks and whatnot that she was using. This whole thing has just been surrounded by lies, but she wants to look like she's very successful. I think we're going to hear a bunch of secrets coming out, the High Priestess in reverse. I think we're going to hear a lot of nasty secrets coming out. I think we're going to hear about a lot of hidden things that people didn't know, like perhaps, her cookies were made in China and now they're finding lead in them or something like that. Like, I think we're going to see some nasty secrets come out. I'm going to say we might even hear that, like, she's quite the lunatic to work for. Well, according to my sources. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. I need to continue. This possibly could end up in bankruptcy. I'm not kidding you. This company is not going to make a penny. This is all going to be for naught. Everything that she's worked on will just rot on the vine. There will be no harvest from this company. This company's a big flop. It will continue to be a big flop. What's Seven of Pentacles? May. 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 And the Nine of Pentacles is September. Oh yeah, that's a Virgo card. I don't think it's going to last much longer. She's going to try and sell the hell out of it, but I think bankruptcy is going to come knocking on her door. I think that's the ugly secret we're going to hear. Maybe 9 months. Maybe she's going to be embattled for about nine months, which would bring us to the September. March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. Oh, November. That would bring it closer to that first one that flipped over in December. Anyways, I don't think it's going to last past 2026. I think it's going to end up in bankruptcy. I honestly, according to my sources, according to my cards, according to the story that the tarot cards are making for fun and entertainment purposes, I think this is going to end really ugly in bankruptcy, probably in 7 to 9 months. Somehow she's going to get away with it. Like, if she's a smart businesswoman, the company goes bankrupt, but it doesn't touch her personal income, depending on how the contracts are made. Thank you very much for watching. Please take good care. See you online. Bye for now.